On Wednesday, Disorganised Crime is the name of the game for Corbin Burnson and Ed O'Neill. Robbing banks? No problem.
Nothing like working with the best.
What do you got to lose?
My temper!
It can only get better. Disorganised Crime, Wednesday at 8.
I'll try to be more discreet.
And next tonight, The Beat starts nighttime with music from Public Enemy at the Reading Festival and also Misha Paris.
At Halifax, we can help you run your day-to-day finances smoothly and efficiently with credit cards, cash dispensers, convenient switch payments, and Maxim, a check account that can pay you regular interest. Why would you want to be with anyone else? Get a little extra help from the Halifax.
After eating, plaque acid can increase the risk of tooth decay, but chewing Orbit or Wrigley's Extra for 20 minutes stimulates saliva, which helps nature fight the acid attack.
Go on, keep moving. Come on. And don't run. Come on then. Morning. Morning, children.
Got these for you.
For me? Oh, thanks ever so much.
It's all right.
Magic moments are only found in Quality Street.
Walkers don't do packets of salt, do they?
No.
Hello, like to walk off with a fortune? Walker's Crisps are giving away 5 million prizes, including the chance to spend 2 minutes in the Royal Mint scooping up as many pound coins as you can. Just look for this voucher in your packet of Walker's Crisps, and you could walk away with at least £100,000. Get walking and get rich with Britain's #1 pastime.
It's not quite right. I mean, what it needs is a little,
Good old Grandad's looking after the kids in his own particular way.
Oh! Dear. Grandad.
Luckily, Crown Solo self-undercoating gloss and advanced one-coat emulsion will cover that lot up in no time.
Nice one, Grandad.
Yes.
We like it.
Oh, hello.
What do you think?
Green.
Make your home your own with Crown.
New, the Wilkinson Sword Protector. A razor so sharp that it has to be kept behind bars. Wilkinson Sword's protective guard wires ensure that while the shave is close, there is no safer wet shave. The safest wet shave ever from Wilkinson Sword. Protector, new, only from Wilkinson Sword.
The European Champions League from Ibrox Park. A confrontation not to be missed. Glasgow Rangers against FC Bruges, Wednesday, 10:50 on Meridian. Yeah! Tomorrow, Extraordinary People profiles a man who lives and works on a knife edge.
Really, cardiac surgery is just a whole series of tricks. Every single morning, we're having to work out how many of the patients who are all sitting and waiting for surgery are actually going to get an operation. And that's a nightmare. There's no substitute for a proper heart that wants to beat at the end of the operation.
Extraordinary People. Tomorrow, 10:50 on Meridian.
Hello and a very warm welcome to Nighttime, which begins with the latest on the music scene in The Beat. That's followed by golfing action in Sport AM at 1:30. At 2:30, 60 Minutes reports on more topical issues from across the Atlantic, whilst at 3:30, Video Fashion looks at the new spring styles around the world. At 4, the latest gossip from Hollywood, followed by more film reviews at 4:30. First, the ITN News headlines.
The Chancellor, Norman Lamont, delivers his budget this afternoon. His main task will be to reduce Britain's massive public sector deficit without damaging economic recovery. One of his predecessors has offered his advice. Lord Lawson, addressing businessmen, said Mr Lamont must increase indirect taxes like VAT to reduce high government borrowing.
If the Chancellor is to make significant early inroads into the budget deficit, he has no option but to increase taxation substantially.
A 14-year-old girl was killed when the stolen car she was driving crashed during a 70-mile-an-hour police chase. Sally Ann Cattle was on a day pass from a children's home in Birmingham when the accident happened. 2 teenage boys from the home who were with her in the car escaped unhurt. The presenter, Fiona Armstrong, has resigned from GMTV. The station, which took over the breakfast television franchise in January, has been troubled by falling audiences and much publicised staff changes. The Home Office has condemned a new type of hole-in-the-wall machine for soft porn videos. The first has opened in Lytham St Anne's. It works just like a bank cash point, and the operators say they'd like one in every town in the country. The machines are already well established on the continent. That's it. More news later.
Now, to begin nighttime, we look at the latest on the music scene with Gary Crowley on The Beat.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
That Friday feeling. You just can't keep it in.
For a free brochure on the island of Jersey, jump up now and call 0800 20 40 60.
Mary Margie, Mr. Taylor, look!
You wouldn't think they could get this into there, would you? Well, they do. Time after time.
Guinness Draft Bitter. Far and away a better bitter.
New from the Pond's Institute, a moisturiser which protects, replenishes and defends your skin. Pond's Performance Triple Action Daily Moisturiser.
Great taste. That's what clarets have got. And Ron hasn't.
Clarets in regular and sugar-free mints and gum.
Over 4 million smokers worldwide have used Nicotinell, the 24-hour nicotine patch program that gradually weans you off your craving for cigarettes. If you're determined to give up, it needn't be held with Nicotinell.
Here, look. What's that down there? Relax, we're safe up here. Oh, yeah, well, of course we are. Wow! Life's so stressful. Mini cheddars. They can't keep their hands off us. At least he wasn't left on the shelf.
We're just having coffee.
Well, we finally found a house, Mum, and it's all going ahead.
That's marvellous, dear.
Where's the man who once called me a capitalist homeowner getting his mortgage?
Very funny. Abbey National.
Heavens, no, not them.
What? You've been an Abbey customer for years.
Precisely, they've been good to me. I've known in the local branch. They might find out we're related.
Your son's a responsible adult now, don't forget.
Responsible for turning my hair grey. There are other mortgage lenders, you know.
So? Abbey have been voted the best overall lender for the last 2 years by these guys.
Girlies galore.
Hardly.
I think it's very sensible. A mortgage is a long-term thing, like having children.
Not the least like having children.
When did our mortgage bash the car or throw up in next door's garden or flood the bathroom? When did our mortgage lose my passport?
Abbey National, the habit of a lifetime.
Black coffee is my name. Black coffee with not a fully packed. The hot black coffee, boy. Well, let's
Rich, dark, blend 37. A blend of strength.
By carrying a donor card, you're offering the gift of life. But if you haven't told your next of kin, whose consent will be asked, it could turn out to be an empty gesture.